This isn't who you are. This is who you have learned to be. If you are a woman that's feeling stuck, trapped in your own life, feeling resentful because of how life has turned out for you, and feeling overwhelmed from overgiving and pouring from an empty cup, stick around because this message is for you. So give me 4 minutes and I am going to break down why you have this resentment, why you feel overwhelmed. And if you would like more information on the process that I use to help walk my clients through the process of going from feeling resentment and feeling overwhelmed to really identifying what's going on, then leave me a comment below or send me a message. I will send you a workbook that can walk you through the process. It's called How Did I Get Here? For those of you that don't know me, hey beautiful, it's Tiara, and I create safe spaces for women to grow in. As a wife, a mother of 4, and Army combat veteran, I know what it's like to lose myself in service to others, but I also know the freedom of finding my voice and walking confidently into my purpose. So you're sitting around and you're wondering, what is the truth? Why am I feeling this way? Why do I feel stuck? Why do I feel resentment around my own life, around the people that are in my world, in my life, and why do I feel overwhelmed? So this is some of the information that I share from time to time in my content. So stick around and join me through this process because I'm going to be walking you through tips and strategies that you can use every day to go from feeling stuck, feeling trapped in your own life, to rediscovering who you are in the season of your life and how to put a plan together and move forward with the things that you actually want for your life. So let's dig into this a little bit more. Now, the other day, well, actually earlier, I was reflecting back on some changes that I've made over this entire year. Some things that I still need to work on, of course, but some changes. And I was looking at like physically how my body has changed, but also the emotional side and the emotional impact that has come from that. And I was just thinking about how at one point I just felt like I had to save everyone. I felt like I had to be everything for everyone and come to the rescue for everybody. So if I hadn't learned anything other than that this year, it has taught me that I'm not here to save anyone. I'm not here to be the parachute or the first responders for anyone. I'm here to support people. I'm here to guide people. I'm here to lead people, but it also starts with me. And so as I reflected back on this journey of, physical injuries and just going through the different appointments and the different things that I had to do and looking at the strength that I have gained physically and emotionally, and just thinking about how a lot of times we as women, we carry the weight of the world on our shoulders. And I can remember a few times where I thought that. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just feel like the weight of the world is on my shoulders. And I had to realize that that's not my job. Yes, I need to be aware of the things that are going on, but that does not mean that I am here to take it all on and that I'm here to save the world, because that's not my job. And that lifted some of the weight off of my shoulders. And you know what? This morning, as I was looking, I was like, wow, my shoulders are stronger this year. Not because I've carried the weight of the world on my shoulders, but because I have been able to work on myself, pour into myself, and, get my workouts in and stretch and do all of the other things. But my shoulders are stronger because I have been able to step back and realize I'm not here to save everyone and I can't fix everything. So now the weight is lifted off, the weight of the world is lifted off of my shoulders. And so how can we bring this back to the workbook and looking at resentment and overwhelm in your life? The workbook, How Did I Get Here? It helps you to focus on who you are becoming and not who you have had to be because of circumstances, because of situations that have happened in your life, and just honestly the way life has unfolded. So when we look at how did I get here, and we look at, okay, there's so many things that I want to do in my life, but now I have this resentment because I haven't been in a space to work on the things that I want. I haven't been able to focus on myself and put myself first. And you feel overwhelmed because, again, you're trying to save everybody. You're trying to rescue everybody. You're there for everyone else, but you don't have that same support. You don't have the same shoulders to cry on, to lean on. You don't have that listening ear and that one that can tell you, like, it's okay to still go after the things that you want for your life. So the question is, the woman that you are now, is this someone that you had to learn to be because of how life unfolded? Because you have been trying to save everyone and be everything to everyone, and you left yourself out of the equation. So, how did I get here? You have to be willing to, I say this all the time, sit with yourself. You have to be willing to ask yourself the tough questions, and you have to be willing to answer them truthfully, because a lot of times some of the things that we do and some of the sacrifices and the overgiving and all of the things that come along with being a wife and a mom, a lot of times it's inherited. A lot of times we observed it as we were coming up, and we just thought that that was what we were supposed to do. And so in that process, you taught yourself how to be last. You taught yourself how to pour from an empty cup, and you taught yourself that the things that you want and desire are not really important when they actually are. And whenever we can get to a space to where we can release the guilt around wanting things, the guilt around wanting more, the guilt around wanting to work on ourselves and put ourselves first, the faster you will actually realize that you're not here to save everyone. And it's okay to work on the things that you want, because in that process of working on yourself, putting yourself first, and working on the things that you want, guess what? Everyone else observes that, and that gives them a piece of freedom as well, because they see, okay, she's doing these things and she's also working on herself, so I can do the same thing. So a little bit of encouragement as you are looking at your life and thinking that you're overwhelmed and you're feeling resentment around your life and probably around some of the people in your life. Take a step back, do that self-reflection, ask yourself the tough questions, and be willing to answer those tough questions with the truth. And lastly, like I said earlier, if you would like a copy of the workbook, How Did I Get Here, which can help you spotlight a lot of these things, ask yourself the tough questions and answer them in truth to discover your emotional truth and break through this space that you're in of feeling stuck and trapped in your own life, drop me a comment below or send me a message and I will send you that in Messenger. All that to say, you don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. And it's time to realize that you are not here to save the world. I am not here to save the world. And it's okay to work on the things that you want for your own life. Be blessed, be well, and be empowered.